Kind of getting the feeling of a natural land element. I don't know if it's icy or rocky or... Colors of maybe blue or greenish. I want to say I feel like sort of a warming energy of some sort. I don't know what. Seemed kind of wide across or a large or open area. Maybe there's something large there, I don't know. Just gonna AOL a bridge.
Are you perceiving a large area or something large in an area? Just to understand.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which. One of the two or both. Suddenly I got the word bridge, so I just AOL'd it. I had the feeling earlier of something heavy. Big and heavy.
Would you like to probe on that large thing or area or whatever that would be?
Okay. Heavy, immovable feeling, maybe stone or concrete, that kind of thing. Pressure. The word pressure. Maybe sunken in.
Would you like to take some distance, like move above maybe 300 feet and observe from a distance so that maybe you can get better glance or whatever?
First I get a feeling of rounded, rounded or concave. I'm moving up. I had the feeling of maybe an animal or animals, maybe some trees. I think I'm still trying to acquire the target.
Yes. Take your time.
But again, I see this energy that's kind of white, or maybe it's just light, and it's maybe it's kind of spotty or grainy. What's the word? Kind of. It's more of a fine grain to it further out. I don't know.
So is this energy a part of the area that you described, or is it part of something else?
I'm not sure. It's almost like warm sunlight coming in, or there. Feels warming to my body. Kind of a glowy, white-like quality. Again, I feel this sense of rocky terrain, or these visuals of like sort of the side of a cliff or that kind of thing.
Are you perceiving this or observing this from close or from above?
I don't know.
Okay, so then, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it, like in front of me.
A female?
And I'm seeing it in front of me. In front of my eyes.
Okay.
From
Okay, so you mentioned the side of a cliff. It feels like the side of a cliff.
Yes.
Would you like to move closer and explore
Sure.
this further?
Okay.
and see what this is?
See some trees, maybe tops of trees. I get the word Zimbabwe popped in my mind. I don't know if that was noise, but I have to mention it.
Okay.
Some green colors. Trees don't seem very tall.
So are these things part of this cliff-like structure, natural or artificial? Just mentioning.
The colors of the trees?
The trees, yes.
I felt
My question.
like maybe the trees were below.
Mhm.
And kind of below in a flattish countryside or country area with trees scattered about was just one of the images I had.
So, is this a natural landscape?
I saw the natural landscape and I mentioned that in the beginning, but I also see something with a multi-plane design that
Okay.
is hard to describe, but it's geometric. If you can think of like a multi-plane geometric shape with like if you had triangles stuck together or a rounded triangle, I don't know, again different planes to it. Something I don't know. I'll see what I get from it.
Okay.
It's triangle, triangular, warm. Breeding? I don't know what that means. Breeding something? Maybe there's some energetics involved.
What kind of energetics?
Something bright and glowy sort of reminds me of something molten or thrust, but not really spraying per se. Energetics.
And so this triangular multi-plane design that you mentioned, what is the purpose of it?
And I think it has, I see multiple lines also.
Would you like to explore a bit more the looks of it?
Sure. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I see something that's sort of square-like, but rounded corners or angled corners, maybe gray, metallic looking. It almost looks like iron to me, but grayish metal.
Okay.
And then this plane is thick it's square, but then it has a little bit of depth, and then maybe there's hollowness to it.
Okay. So can someone go inside it?
Seems like there's maybe flatness to it, but I get the word anterior, like maybe you can access the anterior portion.
So would you like to go inside and check what is in there?
Okay. There's some kind of panels, maybe some see-through panels, instrumentation. This is the anterior position. This is something adjustable.
And what are these panels used for?
Panels. Light, radiating light. Controlling panels. Maybe seeing, or I don't know, there's get a weird feeling about this sort of Something feels dimensionally different. Maybe I'm imagining this part, but it's like,
In what way?
it makes reality seem a little see-through, or you can put your hand through it, or brings up yeah, it's like a makes it holographic. I don't know. It's sort of the gist of it.
Okay. And my question is, I have two questions. My first question is, how does it feel being in there? How do you feel? Just generally.
Feels a little weird, and I feel the energetics. So the energetics feel good. I can't tell if the other part is imagination, like I'm imagining this sci-fi sort of vibe. It's a little bit weird.
Shall I move on to my next question, or would you like to add anything?
I'll just say I was getting some, like, maybe a lot of these sort of blue tones, dark blue neon tones, but that's it. That's all I'll say.
Right. And my other question is related to what you mentioned. You mentioned, when I asked you what are the panels for, you mentioned radiating light, controlling. They felt dimensionally different, like something that makes reality seem see-through, like holographic.
Yes.
So, if you could have access, or if you could perceive, what would be the purpose of the whole thing that you are describing in there? The panels.
Let's see. First, I'll say sort of the words drive, maintain, collect, and I'm going to continue, and I will keep giving what I get.
Yes.
Steer, like steering, steer. Manage. Collect. Maybe freeze. Ascertain. Move, I don't know, move objects maybe. politely move something. Travel. Now I just have to AOL like aliens because I see this person that's blue, has like a large bulbous head. And I don't know, that could be imagination, I guess, but I have to at least declare it.
Okay. So taking a deep breath and going to the instinctive part. Regardless of the AOL you just mentioned, who built this? Who made this?
Okay, I gotta get rid of the AOLing. I gotta take a short break here a second.
Okay.
AOL break.
Just say whatever comes, doesn't matter.
Right. Some kind of, I want to say a fleet. I got the word penetration. I don't know if that has to do with the moon, or penetrating something, or Ingo Swan's book. Let me see, who. Neighbors on a sphere.
Neighbors of who? Or people of a neighborhood. Just kidding.
Yeah, neighbors on a sphere. I feel like that's probably a galactic reference. So, it feels contemporary. It feels of this time and or ongoing or current.
Okay. So is this in use today?
Yes. And maybe again I get the word breeding. It's this breeding relationship. I see an eye,
Mhm.
sort of a dark eye. I don't know.
So these people, these neighbors on a sphere, could you probe on them? Could you, I don't know, explore them as you wish? What they look like, I mean, anything that counts.
I want to say they have like dark bluish, purple, more blue suits, but these suits are at least what I'm looking at now are not like a thin cloth, more of an actual suit, space suit.
Okay.
Earlier I just briefly got the word Mayan whenever
Mayan, okay.
yeah, that's, I think that was an AOL. I
Okay.
forgot to list that. Yeah, before I was seeing the blue sort of person that's with a large head, but I didn't want to AOL on that too much, so. But I'm continuing to see that blue color. Maybe
So would you like?
shorter.
No, go ahead.
Maybe they're
Yes.
shorter, these people.
Okay. And why did they build that thing? Why did they make it? Why did they build it?
Again, I see the energies. I see like a collector, maybe a collector of radiating energies. I get the word collector.
So you said it's contemporary, it's ongoing, and it's in use today. So my next question would be, when was it built? Or made, or whatever.
July? No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I felt earlier that it was built contemporaneously with the current timeline, like it could have been within the last 100 years up to this point. Maybe I need to fill into it more.
Yes, take your time.
I just get the word mobile a couple of times, like it's movable. Maybe there's some cylindrical aspect too, but by mobile, maybe it means it's time fluid. I don't know. Or it can be moved. From my perspective, I can't say for sure because I don't want to analyze it too much.
Right. Okay, would you like to explore anything else about this target? Or do you think we are done?
Let me see if anything else pops up of interest. Just feels like within the structure, it's very hard and strong structurally, and it's as if someone was showing me something about it, like on top of this thing, you put in energy or can feed in energy to it.
Someone, you mean a person was showing you this, or some being, or?
I think a being. Maybe it could have been imagination, but I want to say long fingers. Long thumb and finger and 3 or 4 fingers. Like, look here. It's almost like a large cube or engine or computer, and on top can feed energy into it or something like that. Some kind of structure. I'll just AOL like sleep chambers, like if you were in a spaceship and had sleep chambers. Also.
Okay.
Let me give one
Is
more.
this big?
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna give it another pass to just look around, but go ahead with the question.
My question was, how was this being related to that structure? And are they a nice being? I mean, would you say hello to them? Or how does the whole thing feel?
I want to say when I touch this being's hand, I get images of like a more of a alien sort of quasi-insectoid life that's different, and but maybe in some way he or she is being helpful in that they're almost acting like a tour guide in a way.
Oh, all right. Nice.
It's like almost spidery, almost insectoid, brownish, kind of like, but also like a character in Star Wars, which is the guy with the big eyes and like gills or whatever. He's always like in the commanding from the chair to destroy the battle destroyers or whatever. Anyways, I can't say I've felt anything disturbing so far, so I guess that's good.
So, in any way of communication, doesn't have to be reason or language or anything. It could be feeling, it could be anything. Could there be any messages from this being? Could they have something to say or show?
I think there's some sort of heaviness or burden, if you will. I just reached out and asked for anything, and it's like he put in my hand a heavy log. Maybe it's a joke, maybe it's my mind playing tricks. Nature. Consume, enrich. I don't know if this is part of their life or. See like these big wide circles of emptiness, which would be eyes, and then it's hard to describe. It's like a living piece of art that's symbolic.
So then, taking a deep breath, are there any messages maybe for you, for the viewer personally?
I think maybe just like touch or reach out, like as if to say, they're not very far away, within reach, I suppose.
Okay. I see. So is there anything else, or are we done?
I'm just getting some final feelings of like a galactic sentiment and
Mm-hmm.
beings with blue skin, maybe yellow eyes. That too kind of reminds me of Star Wars, like
Okay.
Jabba the Hutt's girlfriend. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
All right then. I think we are done.
Okay.